A little windy, but it should stay warm today. Jason contacted us, and told us about Waypoint. It's kind of what we've been looking for. This is a place where there's quality fishing shows all in one place, and we can watch it the way we want.
We talked to him on the phone, seems like a super nice guy. So we thought, well, you know what? Things sound good. Before we go spending a bunch of time and money and energy trying to do something, what better way to get to know somebody than to take them fishing?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah! Good job,
Oh, that's a
Jason.
gorgeous fish.
That's as good as you can do.
Oh! Yeah! Come on! Oh! He ate it! He ate it! He ate it! Nice, baby! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! I thought you said you had to...
Got him, relax.
Oh! Dude, he just ripped my boat off! Oh! Awesome! Look at that big boy! Woo!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
Over the years, we've been approached by so many different people to put the TV show online, to put it in all kinds of different things. We've been approached for people that want to take it and air it overseas, take it to China, take it to all these different places, and it's flattering, but you never know what that really means. And some of these people that...
And we've gotten burned in the past.
Yeah, we've gotten burned. So as we get approached for some more of these type things, kind of like, listen, before we go spending a lot of time, effort, energy, money, let's get to know somebody, right? So Jason, we talked to him on the phone, seems like a super nice guy. And he calls us up and he explains the situation. There's a lot of things that are changing. As you know, people are watching online. How are you delivering your content? We have a nice long conversation. He seems to really get what's going on. And so we thought, well, you know what? Things sound good. Before we go spending a bunch of time and money and energy trying to do something, let's get this guy down here and just kind of get to know him a little bit. And there's what better way to get to know somebody than to take them fishing.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing like spending 8 hours on the boat with somebody to know if they're the real deal or not.
That's right.
The wind's blowing hard out of the north.
Okay.
So we're going to go on these oceanside flats, and it'll all be lee side shoreline. It should be a pretty nice day. Should be some critters around, maybe barracudas, bonefish, sharks, whatever we can find.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Let's just
I'm
have
game for all that.
a day of catching whatever we can find.
Now, Jason, have you fished down in the Keys much?
Not. I'm a lake fisherman.
Okay, well, that's always fun. Love the first time for anything.
Yes.
I've done that before where you go up to Key Largo on the north wind, and it's the perfect area. So often, that will be one of the few areas that remain very, very fishable on that north wind condition. We went up to North Key Largo, launch at John Pennekamp State Park, which is a fantastic place to launch.
That is a great spot for two reasons. One, it's already on the ocean side there. It's already in the lee.
Right.
It's a great ramp, not crowded, beautiful launches, easy place to launch the boat.
Yeah, and when you're gonna take somebody fishing for the first time, Jason had never been to the Florida Keys. So my feeling always is, let's don't specialize in anything. Let's try to show someone the most variety that we possibly can.
Man, it is gorgeous up there. Been a long time since I've been up here, Tom.
I know, many years. The last time I was, there were bonefish rolling all up and down this shoreline.
Yeah, good start. We already saw a permit, a shark, ray. I think I see a shark laying up on the shoreline on the white bottom, way up in that little mangrove peak. Oh, I think I got another shark laying here.
Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, multiple sharks in here.
Yeah, those are lemons. Nice ones too. I knew we were going to be out of the wind, but I didn't know if the water was going to be really clear, and that was one of the things that we really needed to make this happen.
The water was beautiful.
Yeah, that water was crystal clear. We come around the corner, and it wasn't very long before we saw a real harbinger of what was to come, and that was a lot of different species of sharks right away.
Oh man, it was cool.
Pretty good number of little sharks there. There's another one coming out of this creek.
And he looks hot. This guy looks like he's about to eat.
Key West cat shark. What is that little fish up in there? See that fish? What are those fish?
Sure look like bonefish to me. They're at 12 o'clock, really short. They're right in there. There you are. Let it sink. That should work. They're coming up.
Going towards it now.
Here comes this shark. He's gonna eat. Jason, be ready.
Right, there you go. You got him.
You got him, Jason. Reel.
Real hard and fast. Real hard and fast. All right.
There's your first shark.
You're on.
All right.
Now the nurse shark is not considered, you know, the greatest fighter in the world, but for a guy that's only caught a bass this big in his life, all of a sudden you
Right.
hook up a decent sized nurse shark, and that's pretty exciting. But for our purposes, it's teaching him how to set the hook. It's teaching him how to lift up, reel as you go down. Don't reel against the drag. All of these things are a great lesson that you know, a nurse shark can teach you way better than we could sit there. We could sit there and tell him all of these things. But catching one, boy, everything starts clicking. So there's one thing out of the way. You can teach him how to fight a fish really quickly by just going ahead and landing one of those things. Now this guy is not super aggressive, but he has, let me see if I can show you his teeth here. He's got a bunch of teeth, rows upon rows of them. So you see all those teeth in there?
I do.
Look at all,
Yeah,
and he will bite. A lot of people get bit by these things because they just lay down on the bottom when you're snorkeling or something, and they want to go over and take a picture of them. Nurse shark comes to life and bites him on the leg. There he goes. Had your rod tip and the hook there. That's why it wouldn't come off.
Good job, Jason.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
work. All right, we'll get
So
you
now you
another
caught your
rod.
first shark.
First shark.
First shark.
We're gonna
One rod
start at the
down.
bottom and work our way up. By the end of the day, you'll catch a permit. He's a lot more athletic and more apt to bite your arm off.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Hawks Cay, the only key you'll need. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. By Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Costa, Power Pole, Ameritrail, and Key Largo.
One of the things that I learned a long time ago guiding is that it's not about, you know, what excites me, it's about what excites the customer. And, you know, Jason, he hadn't done any saltwater fishing down here. You know, us telling him that a nurse shark doesn't excite us is silly. I mean, he was excited. It's a big fish, biggest fish he's ever caught. I mean, you know, compared to catching catfish or whatever it was, here's this, you know, 60, 80 pound fish, you know, right there in shallow water, visual. I mean, he had a great time. It was a great way to start out, catches that. We started easing down the shoreline a little bit more. I wanted to sight fish, trolling motor down the shoreline nice and easy. Starting to see a couple bonnet heads. And then all of a sudden I look back and there's this school of bonefish coming. 2 o'clock, point your rod. Right there, you're pointing at them, the big school, they're moving a little left.
Okay, Jason, you're gonna cast 2. Step right here. Okay, I got him. That's a little shark right there.
No, there's a whole school of bonefish or something.
I got him.
All
Okay,
bonefish.
I saw him scatter.
Need another shrimp.
Hold on. I'm right on him. They're right on my crab. They don't want a crab. That was a missed opportunity. We should have been up there with a bonefish rod.
Yeah, it was. You can't be too prepared. In that scenario, we had so many different types of fish, all in the same area.
Right.
You know, multiple different sharks, barracudas, bonefish, permit, and you never knew what you were going to see next. It was an awesome opportunity. That one area where the bonefish came through, that was just a special little spot. I think it was more grassy. It was in a little cove, more grass in there, and then there was bonnet heads all over the place.
And really, the bonnet shark is the most like a bonefish of any other species. Maybe they won't fight quite as hard as a bonefish, but it's a similar type of fight. It's a tap tap and then takes off. So I was excited for Jason's sake that we get up there and he's going to be able to throw that over there and see a fish moving and hopefully learn how to make that intersection. Now that one pulls a little harder, doesn't he, Jason?
This one wants to fight a little bit.
And it was great, you know, it's back to what we did for years and years, is guiding, you know, showing people that don't necessarily have never sight cast before and showing them how to do it in a short period of time. These are cool fish. Bites pretty good, huh?
He does.
So
get him
reel
on
down
the side.
towards them more. And now when you pull, kind of pull them around.
This one comes with a handle, Jason.
You got to run around the boat, chasing this thing, you know, learned a lot about how to fight a fish, you know. It was one of those things where you can't stay in one place with a fish like that. You've got to run around the boat, follow him where he goes, and it was cool. Brought him up there. What always cool about the bonnet heads is you got that built-in handle, kind of grab them right by the dorsal,
Yeah.
bring them up, and that's the place to hold them. It doesn't damage them and it doesn't damage you.
Okie dokie. So you've gone from the nurse shark, which is the biggest, slowest thing, to the most. This one's more like a Porsche. He's agile, and he comes with a handle. Just grab him right there.
The front?
Just the dorsal.
All right.
He will turn around and you give him no purchase, and he won't bite you. But if you give him some
Hold on
purchase,
tight now. He'll flop right
he
now.
will bite you. So as soon as you let him go, it'll come off of the hook
Let go.
whenever you're ready.
All right.
But he's a shrimp and crab eater. So that's cool. A lot faster, huh?
Oh yeah, he fought.
That guy, yeah. But this situation is perfect for being able to see a fish, then making the cast, getting it right in front of them, moving it a little bit, and then having something, you know, fast and that will pull a lot of drag. So let me get you another shrimp.
What'd you think,
We'll
Jason?
go-
I loved it,
we'll go
man.
again.
He was zippy, wasn't he? We'd seen those big lemon sharks early when we first got there. They were everywhere, but they weren't biting. And I heard you say, you know, later when the tide starts falling out of here, we'll get some current flow. And sure enough, that's what happened. Is we'd seen those lemons. We decided, let's go ahead and throw out the shark chum. We put the shark chum out. Tide started flowing out, and it did not take long. Oh,
How about that one, Jason? It's a little different than both the nurse and the bonnet, isn't it? Each one has a different characteristic in how it bites and how it fights.
He set the hook 3 or 4 times, worked that hook in there good, and those lemon, man, they are so fast in that shallow water, running out there, jumping, splashing, going crazy. I mean, he was super excited.
Not one of the big giants that we saw when we first got up there, but perfect size. Actually, probably better that was the size at that point.
Nice one, man. That's what we've been casting at those, and they've been a little spooky, but now that we got that little chum, little current flowing, Tom was talking about the tide starting to fall out now.
All right, you just stay right where you are, reel down further, much further. Keep going, there you go. Good deal. All right, so that's a different species, lemon. He's a lot more athletic and more apt to bite your arm off. Yeah.
Nice job, Jason.
All right.
Almost. And one more time. There we go. He just took off.
About to say, just when it's time to eat.
Well, everybody always interrupts the lunch. That's when the best
Nice
fish
job,
are.
dude.
All right. All right.
That was cool.
Three
Good job.
today, 3 different species.
Yeah, good
All
job.
right.
Ever caught a barracuda?
I've never caught a barracuda.
You got a mouthful of teeth.
I've seen plenty of them when I was snorkeling. But my name's Jason Fisher. I'm with Waypoint TV. We started Waypoint about a year ago with the desire to provide premium outdoor content over non-traditional mediums such as Roku's, Amazon Fires, even Xbox, PlayStations, etc. As an avid outdoor person, I love outdoor shows. Love to watch those. Grew up watching shows like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom as a kid. I'm an Eagle Scout, so love the outdoors, and you just don't really find good outdoor quality premium content over anything but broadcast channels. And so we wanted to provide that high quality bandwidth, and to really pump out high definition, high quality shows. Met Tom and Rich over the phone, thought there'd be nothing better than coming down here and having a fishing trip, getting to know them better, and enjoying the Florida Keys.
Nice one, man. Doing a good job fighting him. No rush.
It's been 20 plus years since I've been down to the Keys. Most of my fishing is up on lakes in the southeast, and also love to go up to the Boundary Waters with the family, take the kids, and do some fishing up there as well. Coming down here, you can see the fish. You get to see what you're casting for, as opposed to just casting and hoping that the fish are able to see the lures. And it's a challenge also, you know, because the fish can see you and not spook the fish. And it's just great to have someone that knows how to fish in this type of environment. Caught 4 species of shark, different species of that. That was great and exciting. And I think we caught barracuda, caught some snapper, permit fish. Probably the challenge of the day to bring that one in. Couldn't compare that with other permit fish because that's the only one I've ever caught. But he fought, and it was a lot of work to get him into the boat.
Okay, I'm gonna come on this side of you in case I can get a cast. Step over to the other side. Try not to reel against the drag. If he's going out, just let him go.
Let him go.
So pump up and then reel as you go down. There you go. And then pump up and reel as you go down. That's the way to do it. And when he takes off, just stand there and hold the rod. There you go. Really had to work for that fish, and it was very rewarding because the school was moving around. You know, we were able to see it. It was a great opportunity for Jason to be, you know, looking in the water and with that many fish, you know, even if you've never seen one,
it
you're
was
gonna be able to
incredible.
see one.
Beautiful sight fishing conditions. You know, talk about a way to cap off a day, man. He's holding onto this thing and it's just burning line out. As he's running out there, the school's still with him.
Yeah.
You're trying to cast at the other fish. You know, he did a great job fighting that fish. You can tell that was the biggest fight of his life.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Biggest fight of most people's lives. And you know, I love the permit. I just think the permit is the coolest fish, and you know, everybody's got their favorite. That one happens to be mine.
Yeah!
Good
Oh,
job,
that's a
Jason.
gorgeous fish.
Good job. That's
Woo!
as good as you can do, buddy. That's as good as you can do.
Man,
That's the holy grail right there of fishing there. Woo!
So this guy doesn't have any teeth at all, and he's almost entirely a crab eater. So feel his mouth, just rubbery, right?
oh my word, yeah.
But he's got crushers down in there, and he eats crabs and goes offshore, and then comes onto the flat, and he's like not like a bonefish. He's big and wide. So he's not as comfortable in the real super shallow water, and makes him even spookier. So that's one of the reasons why they're really the super trophy. Plus, they fight really hard, right?
Dude, he was a fighter.
That's a permit.
Nice job,
work.
Jason. Whoa!
First trip, man. You got the shark,
Three sharks,
shark can
three
slam,
sharks
and the permit. Good job.
Key
All
Largo
right.
coming through, man.
Largo, yeah.
Let's let him go real quick. They're very valuable fish.
I want to talk to you here today about why you would repower your boat. Well, this is one of our older guide boats here. We've had this boat in service for about 3 years, and we put a lot of hours on the motor. We had a 300 Verado on here that we've had in service for over 2 years, and decided to repower with a new 350. 2 reasons. One, I wanted to have a fresh warranty to make sure if anything goes on during the season, we're good to go. I wanted to have lower hours, and then just like a car, you might want to trade your car in when it gets so many miles on it. Your motor, you might want to trade it in when it gets so many hours on it. I usually try to keep my motors under 500 hours, get better resale value on the motor, and I got a more reliable unit out there. So we upgraded this year to the 350. Excited about that. Got 50 more horsepower, which is great for the top end, but more importantly, I've got better fuel economy at my cruising speed. Repowering with these Verados is super simple. Just go down to your Mercury dealer. They can take the old one off and put the new one on right away. Same day, in and out for me. If you're interested in repowering with the new Mercury Verados, go to mercury.com to check it out.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Yeti, built for the wild. By Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate. True Flies, life off the chart. Vicious, get vicious. Motor Guide, accuracy matters. And by the Florida Keys and Key West, Buff, Frayville, and Live Water Sports.
Saltwater Experience is way more than a TV show. We'd love to see you over on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You could go and visit the blog and learn how to do all things fishing. If you'd like to see our full-length shows, go to waypointtv.com or download the Waypoint TV app.
Okay, go.
Reel.
I set
Get
it.
him.
Reel.
Good job, Jason. Woohoo! Told you we ought to go to another spot. We had a good time with Jason, and you know, he learned a lot. He experienced some stuff he's never seen before, and we were able to go out there and experience a day and realize, yeah, this guy's the real deal. You know, maybe this is the right opportunity. Maybe we'll put our shows on Waypoint. And it was really a situation that kind of capped it all off for us, made us realize that this guy's all right. You know what?
That is another
got there?
species.
It's a little baby blacktip, man. You are just cleaning
four for the
up on the
day.
species. Cleaning up. Never seen somebody catch such a variety. That is the shark slam, man.
He's got the handle there. Now look at that. He's got like white spots on him, Tom.
Yeah.
That one's mean. Look at those white spots. See you, buddy. Wow, now what was that? That was not a blacktip.
I don't know, but you got it all a big old mess.
What
There you go, Jason.
I get to clean that up. Huh?
Yeah. It looked like a little
a nice
black
mangle
tip or
net,
some
you
kind of spinner. I don't know what that was actually.
white
My shark
spots on it.
identification might not be the best, but with those little white spots, I don't know. But I know it wasn't a lemon or a hammerhead
It's,
or a bonnet shark or a nurse shark. Man, 4 species, permit, good job, dude. That's a heck of a first trip.
I'm glad we didn't move.